Hello everyone and welcome to the Knights of the Fallen Empire 4.0, should we say, Scoundrel changes. Interesting thing that they're getting. So 4.0, what's it bringing? We are getting Holo Traverse slash Trick Move. Trick Move will be for the Scoundrels. Holo Traverse is for the Operatives, I'd imagine. Supercharges your stealth generator, quickly moving you to a friendly or enemy target, increasing your movement speed by 75% for 3 seconds. Doesn't break stealth. Can't be used against an enemy target in cover. It is a 45-second cooldown and it's off the global cooldown. Yeah, Shadow Step, basically, from World of Warcraft. We already knew this from the data mine, but I mean, it's going to be useful in certain fights. Certainly, it's going to be pretty useful. Especially the fact that as healers we can move to our ally, which is going to be, again, quite useful. It's going to be useful for evading, or for, in PvP, you're certainly going to, abuse that, aren't you, in PvP? You're going to be shadow stepping right up to your foe, especially if they have stealth detection. Can't be used against targets in cover, a bit of a bugger, so we can't really fight gunslingers or snipers in PvP, but yeah, I mean, for DPS, certainly you're going to be using it on the boss. Fights like Underlurker, they're going to be quite useful. It doesn't say that you need line of sight, though, on the enemy, whether you can just teleport there. So essentially, whether you actually need line of sight. So again, fights like Underlurker, we have to be behind the rocks, particularly in HM. It's going to be handy for that, because, or if you can't tell left or right on the cross on Underlurker, then you could just target someone who's on your side and teleport to them. There you go. Cheese the Underlurker mechanic. We already cheesed that fight enough. You know, Scoundrel's very, very good on that fight for Underlurker. Especially in hard mode. We can stand in front of the Underlurker and say, look, fuck you, and just give him 2 middle fingers. Give that fucker 2 middle fingers and, you know, press or dodge. Make sure you press your dodge before you give the fucker the fingers, because he will kill you. You don't press your dodge, wait for the devastate. It's under 3 seconds. 2 seconds usually is the optimal time. Press your dodge button, boom, nothing. Oh, we failed the cross, did we? I don't give a shit, I dodged everything. Even with the devastate debuff in hard mode, doesn't matter. Not gonna make it any difference. Take no damage. So yeah, we're gonna still be useful on Underlurker. Still definitely going to be useful there. So we'll move on to the healer, the medicine slash sawbones spec, getting a new passive skill. Yay, passive skill. Increases the duration of Kolto Probe and slow release med pack by 3 seconds, which grants us 1 extra activation before it needs to be refreshed or falls off. Okay, it means less management. Okay, ultimately it means less micromanagement, which is good. It's good. It's a good thing. Stim boost and pugnacity will grant us a 15-second long buff that causes our next Kolto infusion, Kolto pack, or Kolto injection, or slash underworld medicine to activate instantly. Yes! Yes! Auto crit. Instant underworld medicine if they keep the set bonuses the way it is. They keep the Shadow of Revan set bonuses. I really want an auto crit. An auto crit bedside mana infused instant cast underworld medicine. Fuck them sages. We can say fuck you sages. Fuck you commandos. Won't get sniped anymore. It is only usable every 2 minutes though. Because I think it's a 2-minute cooldown, or pugnacity is a 2-minute cooldown. It is going to help our burst healing though in those moments, because it does help out. It does give us, I think it gives us 10% alacrity. I don't know if they're changing it. I think they're just adding that, so we'll still get the extra alacrity there. And yeah, getting an instant cast heal. It is once every 2 minutes though, so it is kind of shit. In the data mine stuff, Underworld Medicine wasn't there. I did suggest adding it to Underworld Medicine, so it is good to get that, because if you get your bedside mana up, get that buff up from consuming, you've got 15 seconds to use it, so get your bedside mana buff up by consuming an upper hand ability. Increases all healing by 5%, so of course you want that. Get your either your relics popping or your 2-piece set bonus popping, procking, should we say, to make it auto crit, and then press that instant cast. Oh yeah. Sit back and bitch slap that sage. in the face because you just did a fucking instant cast. You just did a big fucking instant cast heal. There we go. So we're getting that. The downside is once every 2 minutes. So most fights generally are 5 minutes, so we can use it twice. We can use it twice during the fight. For two heals during the fight. Gonna be the man again. We're gonna be the big dick scoundrel healer again. So, but other than that, we're back to being pretty weak. I don't know how they'll balance it, the healer, though, because these are all just things. We don't know how it's going to be balanced. Might be the OP healer again. Who knows? By the looks of things, not really. They haven't really commented much on the healers. They said that they want to make reinforce the slipperiness of operatives and scoundrels. So, yeah. Mostly a PvP thing. I mean, it's quite good. The trick move is going to be quite useful. Shadow Step, I want to call it. Let's call it Shadow Step. Concealment and Scrapper is getting Prey on the Weak. Pierce and Batter. I like it. I like it. Laceration or Sucker Punch deals 5% more damage to targets affected by our Acid Blade / Flechette round. We get it at level 48, which is interesting. Okay. We're getting it at 48 instead of, I think it's 64. We get these new abilities. It's not bad. They're getting us at 48. It's just going to help us with leveling. They want the leveling experience to be better for Concealment Scrapper. Never really noticed, to be honest, that the leveling was bad. Volatile Substance Blood Boiler is getting granted earlier. Okay, that's pretty useful actually. Also, we're getting Veiled Strike or Bludgeon earlier as well. So, it's going to make it easier to level, essentially, which, you know, considering this expansion is a story expansion and we're not really getting any new abilities, the only thing I will say about the Scoundrel in general, and this is just a general thing, is we are a class with a shotgun that does not cleave. Okay? We are a class that uses a shotgun. A fucking cleave weapon. It doesn't cleave. Even the operative. Why can't we cleave with a knife? Why can't we have something that cleaves? Look at Bulow. Okay, what does he do? He has a shotgun. What does he do? Most of his attacks with the shotgun are cleaves. They're big fucking cleaves. Where's our cleave ability? Look at Coratini. Again, ricochet shot. Love that. Imagine that for Scrapper. Ricochet shot, spread your flechette round. How awesome would that be? There you go, big cooldown, ricochet shot. We need some cleave. Get your fucking ricochet shot out there, or even something like Bulow's big giant cleave. Look at that. I look at that and think, fuck, I want that. I fucking want that shit. We'll move on to lethality / ruffian. They're getting the new passive skill is going to be acidic compounds or / sharpened metals. So our corrosive grenade sharp bomb gets a 10% chance to explode twice, and toxic blast / sanguinary shot deals 5% more damage. Silence. The reaction to that is like, okay, getting 10% chance, multi-strike at least, and 5% more damage. Yay. Get a little flag out and just go, yay. It's like so disappointing. It's so disappointing. The utilities, we're getting a new tier 1 skillful utility. Curbing shots, overload shot, quick shot, carbine blaster volley, slow the targets, they damage by 40%. Slow the targets, they damage by 40% for 6 seconds. So we're getting a slow. Haven't we got enough slows as concealment? I mean, we've got like the kneecapping one. I can't remember what it's called. No, the one that shoots him in the kneecaps with the shotgun. And we also got the crippling slice, I think it's called on the operative. That already slows. We got enough slows, I think, you know. Overload shot or quick shot, you know, is gonna do it. There you go. What would be nice is for something that allows our snipe, you know, to maybe be usable on the move would be quite nice, actually. That'd be quite nice. Something like that would be kind of cool. Tier 2, Masterful tier 2, we're getting Fortified Colto slash supplemented med pack. Each stack of your Colto Probe slow release med pack increases your damage reduction by 3%. Stacking up to 6%. This damage reduction is not conveyed to the target. Bugger. You're saying as a healer, you're like, oh shit, that'd be fucking awesome. It's like, whoa, we can increase damage reduction by 6%. We'd be the tank's best friend. But yeah, they had to go and ruin it. That would have been awesome as a healer to actually buff the mitigation of your tank. That 6% damage reduction, you'd be like, keep those stacks up on me, keep them stacks up on me. So there you go. There you go. Heroic tier, the final tier is Circumvention slash Sleight of Foot. Again, it allows our Holo Traverse and Trick Move to be used while immobilized. It removes all our immobilizing and slowing effects when used. Again, fights where we're slowed like Underlurker hard mode, it's going to be pretty useful there. Again, because we do get the slow and we can teleport to someone, which is useful. So if we ever find ourselves in the wrong position, because that is the fight where positioning is key, and essentially repositioning very, very quickly is what it does. So, you know, it's going to be useful in those fights where our positioning is key to us. But yeah, there you go. It's also going to be useful, I'd imagine. Well, it's not going to be actually useful for the tank. You're going to do it to a melee DPS, I'd imagine, on Bulo. Don't do it to the tank. Don't trick move to the tank, okay, on Bulo, because you get fucking shotgun cleaved. I was going to think that, if we're away from the tank, we could, you know, use it to get... No, don't. Use it as a melee DPS, at least that way it should be behind the boss at least. So yeah, there we go. That is the Scoundrel changes. Reaction, silence, really. It's like, there's nothing that says, I really want to play a Scoundrel in the next expansion. There's just nothing there. Despite, the only thing that's useful there is the passive skill, Enduring Colto, Prolonged Prescription. The only thing I really like, but again, it's every 2 minutes. It's every time Pugnacity. I think it's either a 1.5 minute cooldown or a 2 minute cooldown, but you can only use it a couple of times during the fight. You tend to use it periods where there's massive sustained healing going out that you need, either AoE or single target. Because again, it increases the ticks of your Colto waves with the extra alacrity, so you get your Colto waves out a lot quicker. So it is a healing benefit, of course, to use Pugnacity, but see, again, it's just a long cooldown, unless they are gonna change the cooldown. So the Fortified Colto supplemented med pack, again, we're gonna use that on ourselves. I mean, you're probably gonna take it. Fights where we are taking constant damage. Again, Underlurker, we're thinking about, where it's just constant damage going out. 6% less damage is alright. You know, 6% less damage, you take it. Take it. Sword Squadron as well. Bulo, Torque, definitely take it on that. But there you go. It means that as a DPS, you're going to have to keep slow release med pack up on yourself for the duration of the fight. And bear in mind, we can always refresh it on ourselves with our emergency med pack. So, I mean, yeah, the changes, they're okay, I guess. The DPS ones are really, really boring. Scrapper's getting a bit of a nice buff to leveling if you really care about the leveling. There are new abilities, of course, that can be trained. They've just gone up one level, seemingly. Again, things like your what has it got? We'll take Toxic Blast is up from 42 to up from 41 to 42. So yeah, it's just simple things like that that have been added to the leveling, I guess. But there you go. Very little effort gone into this expansion, we have to say. And there you go. That's your changes. Not really significant. Really, just percentage increases. Really, especially that the lethality ruffian one. Just like Jesus Christ. Multi-strike chance and 5% more damage on an ability that we're using anyway. So it's like, who cares, really? 5% more damage, it's not going to change our rotation, it's not going to change the way we play the class, so there's no point in doing class guides 4.0 really anymore, is there? Because it's not really going to change anything. Nothing's really going to change from 3.0, it looks like. So anyway, we'll do the sniper slash gunslinger one next. So anyway, that is this video. That is all for this video anyway. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again soon, and goodbye.